my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't, that's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
Welcome back, everybody. You've joined me just as I'm sitting here blowing off the path for make sure we don't have any grass clippings, because you know I've mowed recently, as we can tell. Yeah. So in this episode, we're actually gonna finish our fertilizing over there, and we'll get started on a couple other things. As you can see, I bought the old blower mod, the lizard blower, I think is what it's called. Basically, you can use it to clean stuff off instead of using water, and it like basically washes things. Like you can watch the dirt just disappear off the trail. Apparently, that's what it says. But I hope I actually spray the trail. So, at least that's what they say. But with that being said, we're going to jump right back into spraying. We had already kind of started when I left you last, so it's going to kind of look like it jumps in mid-video. It kind of did, not going to lie. But we'll jump back in, and you may have seen some things that look a little different on the farm. Again, with this video, I am kind of posting or making the intro a little bit later than when the video was taken. So at the end of this video, though, we will be all caught up. So we shouldn't have too much more of that, and we'll see how it goes. So with that being said, we're jumping right back in, and I'll see you in the tractor spraying. So, I mean, I did soil sample my entire parcel with one drill point, which isn't realistic. I know that, but I kind of needed the soil sampling so that I could see where I was spraying it on the fertilizer, because I tried looking at it just on the ground and it wasn't really showing up for me. And for the most part, it looks like most of this is already, I don't even think it's spraying, because its target range is all in the yellow. There's one little spot back there where it's sprayed. Now, like in this area, it'll start spraying, because it's got this is your loamy soil, whereas I believe the other part was sandy soil. It's only improving by 5 or 10 kilograms, so it's not even really spraying all that much. As you can tell, it's not even really changing on the map itself. But you can even see on the map where it kind of changes. We're going over it right now. And right there is where it kind of kicks it out. So then we're kind of back in that range again. Which on the mini map, there's just such a low difference in change, you can hardly even really tell where you've been. Because it only goes up 5 kilograms of nitrogen to the acre, or to the hectare. So, I mean, it's not like it's improving by an extramental amount. So yeah, this might have been seen as a little pointless, but it'd be what it'd be. So I'm kind of glad I did that. Because if I wouldn't have, I just would have been wasting nitrogen on the entire parcel of land like I did over here. We're going to put our storage over here. Just going to leave that there for now. Really wish that they would make you like fill up your sprayer with water and then add the chemical, but it seems like it would be something fairly easy to do. So I think we're gonna call it a day and we're gonna go to bed. We'll wake up. We'll see how things have progressed, and then we'll call it good. That's not very inviting. Very inviting at all. So we've got 4,200 liters of soybeans. So we are going to get these soybeans loaded up. And we're going to get them sold. So we're all loaded up with the soybeans. We're going to head down to the sell point that I know of. I do believe So yeah, the train yard is going to be, and it's actually increasing, but we're going to go ahead and head down there. There's two different really ways of getting there per se. There's the straight way and then the roadway. We'll take the roadway this time. If I'm not recording, a lot of times I just go straight across over there. But basically on this one, you just take the road down to the river, turn right, you go over to the edge of the map, and then you turn left, basically. So basically the straight way would just be from our farm right over there, cutting across the empty field all the way over to the far corner, over here by these trees and the bridge. So I did mention about the signs that you could cut down on over by the store. This is another one that'll remove the stream, so it like deletes this entire waterway. But if you look in the water, there's actually a gold speck right there. You can see it. If you get up close to it, you can actually collect it, and it gives you like $50,000. Again, I think it's a little cheap. It's a little cheaty, but there's like 50 of them or something like that on this map. I mean, if we get in some really, really hard times, we might get one, but I mean, I'm not gonna make it a habit to get them. There's actually another one on those two posts out there in the middle of that pond. You go over by the campfire and you activate it's like a little thing, or by the campsite over there, and it makes like a little obstacle course to get to them. There's a few others spread out over here as well, but like I said, I don't really want to get in the habit of using them if I don't have to. I don't know how exactly I'm supposed to get these into there. Because, I mean, I know how to get them in there per se. I'm pretty sure that one's mostly sugar beet, potato, and this one's grain. But I'm pretty sure you have to actually unload them into the top of it. But I'm wondering if I can't do it on that over there. Because if I can do it over here, like onto the pallet trailer there, I can just kind of pull up next to it and slide it. We're gonna see if it works. Sold them somehow or another. That's just all that's quite interesting, trying to get those to sell. For those of you that are interested in the gold, so it has like all these little pieces sitting in it. The red pins are not found, green pins are found. Like if we would have picked that one up that was right here that I showed you, it would be a green push pin. So basically this shows you where they're all at. So it looks like there's like 20, 25. So there's 20. It says it right there actually. And funny enough, if you actually look at this clock, it is actually correct to the time in the game. It's kind of funny. Never noticed that before. I don't know what that is though. Kind of cool. They do actually change. I have done them on other ones, and it makes me curious if you find all of them if like something happens here and something happens with this. We're gonna head on back and see what we got left to do on the farm. It's 10 o'clock in the morning currently, so it might not be a whole lot. And it's my turn too. So I think I mentioned it before, but it just cut straight across there. That was a hard left. But you could just cut like straight across if you really wanted. Farm, you can kind of see the field popping in there. It's just like the shortcut way, if you will. I won't take that way all the time. I just wanted to show it. So we do have 16,000 currently. I did want to take a look in the sale. This baler right here for $5,000, 60% off basically. Honestly, that would be a really good buy. Even if we didn't use it right away, it'd be good to snag that, because you can make up to 240 centimeter bales with it. It is a little old, but it's only got 16 hours on it, and it only takes 115 horsepower. And pretty sure we're at like 152 here, so. I know I talked about buying some other different stuff instead. Looking at the productions and stuff. But I'm thinking that this baler could make us more money down the road, and we could buy it really cheap right now. So I'm thinking we shouldn't let the deal be squandered. It is a little rough looking, a little beat up around the edges, but you know what? We're going to use it to work, so there's no point in trying to get it all fixed up and everything. So we are going to go ahead and purchase that. So it said delivery cost, but I honestly don't know where it was delivered to. It's funny, it charged me delivery cost whenever it delivered it right to right to 10. So I'm trying to think of a quick way to make some money. I know we had just sold the soybeans, but now that we have that baler, I'm almost kind of wondering if we can't make some quick money mowing. If there's a cheaper mower, I can't remember what's in there. I don't think very many of them are very cheap. I mean, you have some small ones. I remembered this one. We're gonna go over here and get this baler and take it back. Get it parked. That little caution cone didn't want to give up. Whoa. So we're gonna get this back. Just get it kind of parked up somewhere out of the way. It is pretty nice. It's fairly large. It's bigger than I thought it was. We'll get it back over here and just get it parked out of the way, and we'll use it when it comes time. Just as a little plan, we got a little garden here. Think about putting a little production right here that could go with the garden. Over in here, we're gonna want a little small little grass field. I'm thinking about doing sheep to get the wool. And the good thing with those is they only take grass. So literally you can just cut it and bale it and set it right in there. Right into their enclosure or their feeding area. And it's a low cost, easy animal. So, funny enough, sheep might be closer than we think. I've just been to the mod hub. I looked in there. I looked in mowers. I actually found some decent options, especially for what we've got going on currently. So, this is one that I looked at. It's $2,100. Has a 3.5 meter working width. It's basically like a giant finish cutter. I mean, you can change the color to green if you want. It's actually not too bad, to be completely honest, for what it is. And it's $2,000. We've already got the baler. So I think I might go ahead and jump on that as well and do a little bit of mowing this episode, and that's how we'll finish it off. Might do a little bit of mowing, a little bit of baling. I forgot that mower is probably going to spawn at the shop. If I was to guess. Yes, it did. So I'm going to go get that real quick, and I'll see you guys whenever I get back to the farm. So we're just coming back onto the farm here. I'll probably do a little bit of grass cutting just over in here, just to kind of get some grass built up. So we're just gonna set this over here by this pole, kind of like in a secondary storage yard. And we're gonna get this bailed up and see how much it creates.
I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling their bluff. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it bluff. You got me like, oh.
So like I said, that's probably going to be the end of this episode. I know some of you are upset. I didn't get the old push mower out. I mean, it's even got a bagger on there. We could probably feed like one sheep off of that. And some of you will be pleased to know we did get our generator replaced. I did go to town and do that. So now you guys can quit nagging me about the generator. Alright guys, with that being said, that's going to be the end of this episode. I appreciate you guys coming back time and time again. If you could, smack that like button, hit the subscribe button. You don't have to hit the bell if you don't want to, but I would totally appreciate it. Let's get you notified, letting you know whenever I post new content. And with that being said, we're gonna get on out of here. So, toodles until the next time.